Welcome everybody to this Alpha X Battleground. RnG Pro versus CW. First game's going to be a ZVT on Eternal Empire. We got in the bottom left-hand corner Nashamoon or Nashamon, not sure how to pronounce that one, playing Terran. And in the top right-hand corner, playing Zerg, is going to be RnG Pro's Prototype. Let me turn down the music volume a touch. Looks like a standard hatch first opener. Nothing really out of the ordinary yet. Yep. Hatch gas pool, so playing it pretty safe. Wait and see what kind of opener our Terran player is going to go for. It's going to be a Reaper. Yep, straight to the Reaper expand. Neither player looking to take any kind of crazy early angle yet. Blocks the third with a bunker. Into the gas, no come the Lings. They are likely going to get this SCV. Oh, not quite. The SCV is going to come back and keep working on that bunker. Is he going to let that finish? No, he comes out with the Queen. But the bunker is going to finish, which is pretty annoying. Response is just going to be to throw a bunch of Lings across the map and try to do something and make some pressure to deny any follow-up to this.
Game paused.
Looks like we got a pause.
Game resumed.
All right, and back we go. In come the Lings. Reaper's on its way back. Ooh, they're gonna get up the wall, but the Hellions are out, so this is gonna get cleaned up. Oh, they don't even get one of the Hellions. That's pretty unfortunate. Basically just threw away all those Lings for not much. Yeah, 1 unit lost. Queen poking away at that bunker. Decides to take his third on the low ground. There's the 4 Hellions and the Reaper, though. They're going to come across the map. And what's going to be there to stop it? The Roach Warren is not on the way. It's going to be just on Lings and Queens. How many does he have? He's got 3 Queens right now. He's got 2 more on the way. In come the Lings, stir the denial. Ooh, that's unfortunate. That's not the kind of positioning you want to take. Can't take those fights off creep, not into Hellions. You're just going to get kited around all day. Picks 1. Banshee doing some damage on the Queens. That certainly hurts. No real detection over here. And these Hellions are just going to keep stacking up. I'm just mainlining them. And with no Roach Warren, I mean, this is kind of hard to prevent. Great split on the Queens, but I don't think it's enough. He doesn't have a Spore at the front either, so as soon as that energy's back up. Yeah, you're gonna have a really hard time trying to shut this down with Lings. Five drones, 6 drones. 8 drones, 10 drones for basically nothing. 21 kills on that Hellbat, 10 on the next. And there's game. Alright, while we wait for this lobby to populate, I'm gonna grab some water really quick. Gotta stay hydrated for these things, you know. Back. Looks like everyone's here. All right, and here we go. Moving on into game number 2. All right, so for game number 2, starting in the top right-hand corner of Everdream LE, we've got RnG Pro's Armageddon. And in the bottom left, playing Zerg for Charge Fund Gaming is going to be Vendetta playing. Pylon on the low ground. That's always a little telling. $16 hash. Still, the music is a little bit on the loud side, you know, just turn that down a touch. Only one gas. Down goes the first Protoss expand. Still no second gas, so it doesn't look like a Stargate opener. Oh, there it is. It could be. Maybe it could be Stargate. I don't think so, though. There it is. There's the Stargate. Chronoing out at the Adept. Gonna follow it up with either an Oracle or Phoenix. My bet is on Oracle. In good control, there's quite a lot you can do with a couple of Adepts and an Oracle. Probe's still alive and well, keeping an eye on that third. He knows he's not getting hit with any kind of weird 2-base roach all in or anything like that. Oracle is about to pop out. Adept's coming back, presumably to close the wall. Oracle's on the way, but it has been spotted, so we should see some spores coming up. Well, the spores are late, though. He might actually lose that queen. Oh, not quite. Great control. Pulled out with only 13 health. Warp gate just finishing up now. So he scouts the third, but he's not really able to delay it at all. There's a fair few adepts. Do we see glaives on the way? In comes the Oracle, about to go for another swing by. Or just a revelation. Never hurts. Lets him see the lair. The Zerg is being left fairly unchecked, though. He's starting to take over the map a little bit. He's got his fourth on the way. This is turning into a bit of a straight-up macro battle, which I'm not sure that that favors the adepts, at least not going into the mid-game, but if he can maintain it, he's in a really, really great spot. Phoenix coming in and just looking for a couple Overlord snipes. Keep that vision, denied to the creep. Adepts are coming home, but there's a pretty large ball of Roachling on its way. Speed and one attack on the way as well. With two Archons and an Immortal, this is going to be probably within the realm of holding. Now, it may have been a mistake. It may have been better to try to pick that central pylon. But in the end, he's going to decide, okay, there's the Immortal. He sees the two Immortals. It's probably not worth fighting. Two Immortals can shred up a basically unlimited number of Roaches. So, time to back up and reconsider. Lots of Banelings on the way. Always love to see that. Definitely helps a lot against this kind of Adept Immortal style. So the whole army has been seen. He sees the composition, but he does lose the obs. If I'm Armageddon, I'm pumping out some units right now and then going back to macro, because like there's nothing you can do with this army yet, I don't think. And it's gonna have a spike as he hits his max out right around now, but it's really gonna fall off. So he needs to. So our Protoss really needs to be thinking about defense right now. That's a good concave, but is it enough? There's still 4 Immortals up. And the Zealots come around behind to pick the Ravager. That was an excellent fight. The question is just, does he have the... Is he going to be ready for the Remax? Because there's going to be a second wave coming in soon. that Oracle's still sneaking around really low though. Definitely wants to keep denying that fourth. He's going to try to wrap around and take this high ground position, split the army off from its base, but that's pretty high risk. He could get pincered here. Good connects on those banelings. All over the Archons. And the Zealots, but it's just not enough. This Immortal count is too high to keep battering into its roaches. You need to be switching your tech. We do see a Spire on the way, or done. I would like to see maybe some lurkers, something like that, mixed in here. Oh, is my mic broken? GG. Yeah, as soon as you see that Immortal count going up, you know those robos are out, and that's an issue for sure. What exactly is broken with my mic? I'm monitoring it and it sounds okay here. Is it not picking up? Is it too low? Oh, I see this crackle now. Okay, let me know if that sounds better now. Please and thank you. Obviously, there's a 3-minute delay, so I'm not going to know for a minute. Hold on, I gotta switch to EU. Give me a second. I've never actually logged into EU on this account. There you go, so I get all this nice stuff. So bear with me for that. I can't skip this. Oh. Okay.
Time to bunker
done.
up. Warp.
Okay. Hold on, I just want the... I think I may have resolved the crackle completely now. I'm just seeing these messages. I use like a pretty fancy mic, so I run it through a compressor, and I think I had that turned up a little too high. I've been playing with the settings forever. Okay, perfect. So I'll save up these settings, and that should be... and we should be good. Yeah, I started the stream with way too long of a delay. And it's a mess to try to change it, so... we're gonna leave it as is. Yeah, probably a little overkill, but... doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Either way, it's not going to be real time. Little bit of confusion because I'm not Alex Jones on EU, but that's okay. Looks like we're ready to go. into game number 3. So far it's 1-1. All right, spawning in on the far right-hand side of Golden Wall LE, playing Protoss in the blue, we got Jackal. And on the left-hand side, also playing Protoss, in the pink, for RnG Pro is going to be Night Warrior. So Golden Wall. This is an interesting map. Lots of crazy stuff can happen here. I've been curious as to how people have been treating it in PvZ specifically, just because of all this dead space down here. It seems like you could do some fun stuff with Immortals down here, but I don't know that it'll I don't know that it'll take too much of a factor in a PvP. But you never know, they might surprise. Always love to see some funky stuff going down. Where's that path set up to? Where's this guy going? He's just going to scout. Probes are going to completely miss each other. And Night Warrior is taking an interesting direction here. This seems like a pretty fun scouting path to me. Could that be a Dark Shrine? What could it be? I guess we'll have to wait and see. The scouting probe's going to come in and not really see anything out of the ordinary, to be honest. 2 gates into a cybernetics core, pretty much just matching builds. It's a Stargate, okay. So some kind of proxy oracle. Is that a hard wall? Okay, stream is live again. Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to kill a like an element of my stream that I believe was causing that crackle. It was switching my scenes automatically to an old scene that I hadn't configured, so that's why that was coming back. But now that that's resolved and my OBS is running again and I shouldn't have to change any more settings, we should be good for the rest of the stream. Don't worry, you didn't miss too much, just this lobby screen, basically. Solid attempt from both players, but unfortunately the proxy oracle just did too much damage. There's not a whole lot of recovering from that. Looks like we got a missing player. But that's okay. We're patient here. Gotta live still fly. Shout out you still fly. I appreciate you. And there he is. Now we got the lobby full. Oh, why does it say Counter-Strike Global Offensive? Hold on a second. I can fix. All right, going on into game number 4. Score is 2-1 for RnG Pro. Yet another PvP. Looks like today is the day of the Protoss. This time going to be on a bit more of a standard map, Zen LE. Bit closer proximity as well. But also fairly safe on the third, so maybe we see some more macro focused gameplay this time around, in contrast to that aggression fest last time. Both players opting for the pylon on the high ground. Here come the probes yet again, taking very different paths from one another. Where is this guy going? Oh boy. Into a corner again. There goes the proxy pylon. Bowman sending his probe. Just direct in for the scouting path. Nothing fancy about that. He leaves with the probe, so either that's going to be a proxy for just like some kind of warp in, or he's going to come and scout and he's going to go back when his tech is ready and he can actually go throw that building down, which makes me think that actually could be a dark shrine. If it was a Stargate, it'd probably already be down, right? And he's going to go ahead and run away with that probe. When the Stalker is going to lose his way chasing down that probe and get caught by 2 of his own kind. An unfortunate tale of adventure gone awry. 2 Stalkers are going to continue to wrap around and just kind of poke about, see what they can see. Nothing else going on top of that pylon. Interesting. Another probe on its way out. The Haluk is going to come in and scout, but I'm not seeing anything too crazy out of the ordinary. In response, he sends a scout of his own, and there's the warp in of 2 adepts at that proxy pylon. Not really committed to it yet, but makes a nice warp in point for run bys. Couple more probes. So 4 probes go down, but Not likely worth it for 2 adepts. Constant hallucination scouting from both of them. Now he's gonna run into a real Phoenix. Not a duel you can win. Halo's Twilight Council is well ahead, but the Immortal production is in the lead for Bowman. Or the other way around, sorry, I should say. More gateways coming out. Oh, did you just scout that? No, he didn't quite scout it, eh? That pylon is masterfully placed. I'll try to drop in a couple with the Warp Prism, but it's not going to get too much done. The Phoenixes are there to cancel it. And is he going to let them pick the Warp Prism? Nope, not quite. Just gets the recall. Yet more gateways. And a Templar Archives. He doesn't have his 3rd yet. Well, Bowman's is well on its way. Phoenix is in here poking around, see if they can't snipe that Warp Prism, but it looks as if they cannot. Gonna get another pickup and just sneak away with that Phoenix. Bowman has the macro and information advantage here, but this army's getting pretty big and scary, and he's probably gonna start thinking about coming across the map pretty soon. Couple of zealots going to be added on. Starting to line up for the first major engagement. A little zealot run by going on in the background as well. But this army is just going to get kind of chewed up in place. And those zealots are going to be denied by the next warp in. Down goes the Warp Prism as well. That's rough. He's lost his ability to reinforce here. Those Archons doing a lot of damage though. Phoenix pick up support though. It's very difficult to go into that. Oh. Just recalls the last little bit of that army out. And now Halo's got to be sweating a little bit. You know, that push didn't really get a whole lot done, and he's fallen behind on the macro cycle a fair bit. So now, like, they're pretty much equal on their army. You know, he's a little bit in the lead, but this economy is going to start to get out of hand, especially with a 4th coming down, 3rd saturated. That money advantage is going to get pretty scary pretty fast. You see it in the supply. The army is already getting bigger. A couple of probes just out on the field. Crazy army splits going on. Halo's going to decide against it looks like. You know, it seems as if he's indecisive on the matter. I think if he wants to go, he's got to go. But I don't know that it's going to go... I don't know that it's going to go his way. 2 more Archons about to pop out. It's 5 Archons to 3. Only 1 Immortal to exchange for that. This is a pretty scary drop. And maybe start thinking about trying to equalize a little bit, but... pick up and leave. Oh, but the Ling's in the top. The Zealots in the top. I'm going to take 11 more probes out and put Hallow back in the worker lead. Now he just has to worry about this army. Drops all over the place. In the natural, in the third, just ravaging his economy. That's 26 workers dead in the blink of an eye. And that's really going to swing that. That's really going to swing this game. Bowman isn't quite all in, but he's close. Like, this is gonna, that's gonna stack up. Like, look at that bank difference. Look at that income difference. Double the mineral income, double the gas income. Looks like he's gonna go try to do something similar. He's picking up a couple of his own Archons and running across the map with this big Zealot line. Oh, but the Zealots are caught off without the Immortals. And they're just going to get shredded. That Archon count is so high. Another wave of Zealots behind it. That army just gets decimated. And Hallow smells blood. He's going to go in. And he was right. GG. That brings it to 2-2. I think we need an ace match. We got ourselves a series, boys. Yeah, look at that workers graph, or army value graph. Take a look at that workers active, something similar. Up and up and up, and then down. Well played Warp Prism can really turn a game like nothing else. Oh, hold on. Do I have that wrong? Do we not have an ace match? Did I miscount my scores? All right, looks like I had my counting wrong because this quarantine has got my brain fried, I guess. That's going to be my excuse. And the match goes to CW. So congratulations, guys. Those are some good games. Appreciate everybody tuning in. If you enjoyed your time here, feel free to throw a follow or don't. It's up to you. Streams are infrequent, but content usually looks something like this. Usually my production's a little cleaner, but I had to dating on my slabs today, and I didn't do any reconfiguring, so short notice, you know. It's the way it goes. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here, and I'll catch you guys next time. GG's.